This is Abdullah Kashmula, class CIS274XML programming, and this is the final project assignment, video number 1. For this assignment, we needed to create an XML file then containing 3 different documents. My root element is documents, and each document element is called document. So the first document is the Gettysburg Address, the second document is the Constitution of the United States, and the third document is the Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. So each document has a title, author, date, location, and description, except some of the documents might not have a location. In this case, for Dr. Seuss, it does not have a location, and for the Constitution of the United States, it does not have an author. But they still all have the element. I have this as a closed one, so it does not really have any information, but it is just there. So for the title and the author, the date, the location, they are a description also. They're all going to be strings. There's nothing special about it. I cannot really add attributes to it. But the text is different from one document to another. For example, for the Gettysburg Address, it's only 3 paragraphs, and each paragraph is containing text. However, for the Constitution of the United States, this is a bit more complicated. We have 7 different articles, and each article has a different amount of sections. The first article has 10 sections, I believe. So I just wrote the section as an attribute, the number of the section, and also I wrote it in the text at the top before starting of the paragraphs. And of course, under each section there is I have the beginning and the last paragraph. These are just to separate it when I displayed in the Access list. And also I have the text inside the middle paragraphs. The paragraphs do not have numbers, they are just called paragraph. Unlike the section or the article, I needed to name them. However, I did not really use them, but it might be useful. I thought it's going to be useful to use something like that. As for the third document, the Green Eggs and Ham, the text is pretty simple because it was just simply different lines. I did not know what else I can add to it other than it's just different lines, and just call each line tag. Give it a tag as a line, so that gives it a new line. Now I had to do a different one for the XDOM because I was having problems with the first one, and the only difference is that I removed the extra first and last paragraph to do the spacing. For example, section 3, instead of spacing, I'm using them to name the paragraph, because when I want to print when I want to display the paragraphs, it does not go under the section then prints the paragraph under section, but rather than look for the tags and print those tags, and I did not know how to get the section then gets the paragraphs that's underneath it. So to go for my X list, so this made my X list kind of simple because I did not have much information to display, and it was more like the same information each one, which is author and title and so on, but some of them did not have some of this information, so I needed to add some if statements. So in my XSLT, that I needed to print the whole document, but I needed to print this in a special way. For example, on this template. So I'm going to say that this is the title of the document. Of course, all the documents is going to have a title, so I want to print the value of the title. However, for the author, some of them do not have an author, so I need to add an if statement. I'm saying that if there is no author, then do not print this. If there is an author, I'm saying like if the author does not equal to a null or a blank, then I want you to print this with the value of the author. And the same thing for the description of the document is no, I'm in this line. Location. There are documents that does not have a location. Also, there are but all documents has a date, so I'm gonna be always able to print the date, and same is for the description. And this video passed 5 minutes, so I'm going to create another one.